Now, you all have to pray for me because I was in New York this morning. And my body is tired.
I know the feeling.
But I told the man of God that I would come and be here. So I am here. The house has already been addressed to my own wife in her absence. We thank God for being here and having this opportunity. Now, I'm going to get right to it because I'm going to try to take 5 minutes and give the rest of the time to for this thing. But as I began to think about this, something struck me, and I have gone over this subject matter before. And when we talked about, because first we talked about the fruit of the Spirit. Mm-hmm. But you see, we kind of focus on the fruit and forget about the other thing that went on earlier in the chapter that Paul talked about.
All right.
You see, they were having a problem with grace. And there were some unsaved folk there, and there were some folk there that were new to the gospel. There were some folk that knew about the gospel. And so the folk that knew were jumping on the folk that didn't know and trying to tell them how to live and how to do. Oh, you know, you got to do it like this. You can't get saved like that. You got to have the right size dress. You got to have the right lift shoes. You got to walk a certain way, talk a certain way. Otherwise, you don't have it. And Paul said, no, it is grace.
It's grace.
By grace that we are saved, not by works. And see, that's another thing I like. You see, it's the fruit of the Spirit.
Yes.
But it was the works of the flesh.
My God.
You see, because the fruit is a natural occurrence, and it's a seed planted and a tree grown. But you see, works are the consequence of what men do when they think they know what they're doing.
My God.
Okay. You see, they were used to the law.
Mm-hmm.
They knew how to manipulate the law. They knew how to manipulate the word. But what they needed was grace. What they needed was grace, because grace is sufficient.
My God.
Grace wakes me up in the morning. Grace starts me on my
way.
Grace enables me to be saved every day. It's grace, and it's by grace that we are saved, not by works, lest any man should boast. Okay, I got to move on here because my that made me to think about the meekness, because we were talking about all the different fruits of the Spirit, and I had meekness. Not that I do not care about the other fruit, other parts of the fruit, but I was given meekness, so I'm going to try to deal with meekness, because meekness is important. It's a reason why it's there near the end. It's not just by accident. Meekness is important.
Yes, it is.
Because you understand the fruit that we are talking about are the attributes of Jesus.
Come on, church.
And meekness is important. Meekness is not pride.
No.
Meekness is not puffed up.
No.
Meekness is not seeking its own.
Come on.
Meekness is not behaving itself unseemingly.
No.
Meekness is not looking down on my brother and sister.
No.
Meekness is not mistreating my mother and father. Meekness is not doing wrong.
Go through.
See, you don't have to be. We got the wrong idea. A lot of times we think of meekness and we think of those poor folk and folk that don't have. No. You can be meek and have money. And you can be meek and have political position. And you can be meek and have power. But when you are meek, it's what you choose to do with the power the Lord has given you. I'm almost done.
My God.
See, meekness. It's acting. It's taking on an attribute. It's part of the fruit. Because when we accept Christ, that's when we're supposed to take on all the fruits. We're supposed to be loving, and we're supposed to be kind, and we're supposed to be
my God.
I'm messing up now, because you see, meekness and humility are almost interchangeable completely, because it is an humble servant that the Lord is looking for. It's a meek servant. That's a meek individual the Lord is looking forward to operate in His kingdom. Because what the meek are going to do, what they're going to inherit.
Yes.
It's going to be the meek that